Hey folks, Yamaha has released iM1, which is a app version of their very popular M1 workstation. And a workstation has got all kinds of different layers upon layers of stuff happening inside of it. And you've got the same thing here in the app. You've got individual units that you can program here in Program. You can have multi-layout where you have a whole bunch of different instruments, and they can all be assigned to... How do you do that? You can assign 8 different instruments to 8 different MIDI channels, or you can combi them, and now you've got the same 8, except now they're all going to the same MIDI channel. And that's what we're going to do, but I'm going to start off with keeping things simple here, and just I'm using the initialize patch. Going to start off making kind of a cool lead, because it's going to get crazy towards the end here. And I want to start off with something that's kind of gentle and light. There are a bazillion sounds in here. Okay, like check this out. There's like, you can even scroll past this. That's just one of these cards. And then there's another card. It's got other stuff and even more stuff. It's a little bit easier to use the search thing here, where you can say, okay, I want a synth wave, or I want a single cycle, and then you can audition things. I'm running my beat step into here with a pattern I've got that should hopefully not get annoying as this episode continues. But you can audition different sounds here. These digital ones sound the coolest, so I'm going to try to work with this one, I think, because it's the cleanest of the cool sounding ones. Actually, I like that. Let's start off with that. Oh, fuck, that's right. Now, go back and do everything all over again, because you hit close instead of double tapping on the one that you wanted, and now it actually loads that. So here you got your basic controls. The easy mode is kind of balls. So here we go into oscillator mode, where we've got the same amount of controls, except it lets us get into the pitch and envelope and everything like that. So I'll lower the volume of that a bit here. And you can play around with the frequency and with this pitch modulation generator, but I don't want to do that just yet here on this. I want to take this sound and make it sound a little less goofy, because it sounds pretty goofy. A lot of this sounds really goofy, because this is 90s style stuff, and 80s. So let me see here. Let me start off throwing in effects. Just to try to liven this up a bit. Oh god, I want to play with the overdrive, but I think that's going to make this dirty. And like I said, things are going to get really crazy towards the end here. There's a lot of effects in here. Okay, I like the symphonic ensemble, but I think I need to make that the second effect and put something else in front of this to give it just a little bit of life. Like, it sounds too kind of boring and generic. Let's try that, and now throwing in that symphonic ensemble. Now, there is one thing that's nice on the easy thing here. You can set the dry wet amount for the effects right next to each other, so you can listen to how they're playing together. And you've got envelopes and stuff. Let's make this a little kind of a doop, doop, doop kind of thing. All right, so it's still cool, but it's got a little bit more life to it. That's what I wanted. Now, to save time, I've got something prepared here where I'm going to throw in... I'm going to swap over to Combi Mode. Oh, shit. You should still be hearing what I was doing there. Why are you not? Oh. Oh, fucker. All right. Let's try this. I'm going to write this to here. And this is reminding me of an ice cream truck. All right, let's save that. So now when I go over into Combi, I can load that in from the user library. Remember to double tap, don't hit close. All right, so we got that going on now. And you'll see here, we've got the option to detune and transpose all this. And you can also set different key ranges for all of the different things. But let me add some more stuff into this to make it more interesting. I've already prepared a this wide saw thing, which amuses me immensely. Oh, fuck. I don't know why I keep doing that. I've been playing with this thing for a while now, and I keep hitting the close. It's like, I've selected this. Alright, so this, I'll show you this if I can here. Oh yeah, I gotta select this. You select each of the different instruments with this. So as you see here, this is these two saw waves, and they're slightly detuned. So playing around with... Oh, damn, that's loud. Oh, hold on a sec. Why is that so ridiculously loud? You get some cool phasey stuff if you use saw wave and saw wave 2. I kind of like that for what I've got in mind next. So I'm going to go in here. And save this. Oh, fuck. No. God damn it. Right. No, what? Oh, okay. I'm in right mode. And now I'm going to load that up here. And I'm going to set... There you go. Turn off one. So now I got it doing this wide saw thing over on one side, and now I've got it hard pan to the other side. It took me a little while to get there, but I think you'll agree that this sounds pretty decent once I have gotten here. Let me show you the effects on this, because this has so many effects. It's really quite good. On these two wide saws, I'm using a stereo delay and a stereo flanger to really widen out that sound. So now it's just going all over the place over here, and all the way over here as well. So with this, you could leave it like this, but oh my god, we got all these other things. Let's play with these too. So let's start making stuff on the fly here. There's, besides synth sounds, all manner of other things. Let's see. Let's throw in a sitar. And you can solo the individual things. That's really quiet. I kind of like that. I think that's going to go really well with the first synth bit. Let's hear how that sounds. That actually does work out quite well. All right, so let's throw it in something else. What the hell's Nimbus? Nimbus is quiet too. Oh, fuck. Why is that so quiet? I'm gonna have to screw around with things in post, aren't I? Ah, fuck it. I'm gonna switch to something else altogether here. Looking for something ethnic that I'm gonna like completely screw around with. I was planning on doing that with the sitar, but I ended up liking it too much the way it was. There's a gamelan in here somewhere. Synth gong. It's interesting, but not great. There really are a ton of sounds in here. I was thinking about being fully prepared for this video, but I thought it'd be more interesting if I was actually doing the sound design live rather than... Alright. So yes, the gamelan does sound interesting, and it's actually something you're hearing, so that's a bonus. Let's get into tweaking this now. So we can see that it's using only one sound to do this. And they've enabled the... Oh, shit. They've enabled the pitch modulation, but it doesn't have any intensity going to it. And you can change how much it's wobbling. And you can key sync it, so whenever a key hits it, it starts over again. Or tempo sync it, or just have it like a free-running LFO to add like kind of randomness. And I'm thinking about this in terms of like a hi-hat where you don't want it to be like a constant ting, 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 ting kind of rattle. You want it to have some variety in it. And I've got a lot of different types of notes in here. Let me get this tweaked a little bit here, and I'm going to show you something kind of interesting. All right, so that's kind of rolling around doing its thing. In the MIDI setting here now for 5, I can say only pay attention to notes that are above a certain range or below a certain range. So now whenever a G3 is hit, it'll play that. I think there is one in there. Yeah. So I could do that. I could... you can kind of hear it in there. So you could do that, but let me see if I can do something more interesting with that. Like, just pull it down a little bit so. That's pretty damn good. I'm really happy with how that's coming out, where it's just those 4 notes happen to be above D3. Between D3 and D. Yeah, that's fine. All right, let's throw in some more stuff, because we've still got 8 more of these, or 3 more of these to fill out the 8. There's more interesting stuff in the M1 EX presets. Banjo, that's pretty ethnic. Kind of a banjo. Let's... Huh. If you say so, Yamaha. You can double up things, but now you have a second oscillator in a sound. So you try. Wow, that is. Alright, let's see what that sounds like together. That's a little too progressive. Try that sitar again. I'm gonna do like a wide sort of sitar, super sitar, sitar. Where the fuck did that go? I'm absolutely lost for some reason now. The sitar is just lost to us all. Alright. Let me try doing the same thing. I'm going to do a super sitar, super banjo here. Solo this. Oh, it is solo. Huh, the detune is hardly noticeable. Oh, you know what? I got an idea. Alright. That lower growling from the banjo sounds really good. So what I'm going to do is actually crank this up a few octaves here, okay? And now I'm going to go into... Where the fuck was that? MIDI? Yeah. I'm going to drop... Nope. Alright, and now I'm going to bring this down to below D3 where we found half the notes were. Alright, and let's hear this with everything else. I'm a little worried about trying to push this any further than I already have. This is starting to get messy. But you see, I hope you get the general idea. This is a lot of fun. The internal sounds are quite limited and quite cheesy, but with all the effects in here, I feel like you can usually get something pretty decent out of it. I wanted to get this video up while the app is still on sale. I forget exactly how much it is, but it's like reasonable for the amount of stuff in here. So I hope that this has been helpful. Thank you very much to all my Patreon patrons for making these possible. Take it easy. I'm going to assign to the wobble amount here the cutoff frequency of the low pass filter here. Instant dubstep, right? These analog waves are all kinds of different throughout the entire width of the wave, so by changing this position, I should be keeping my stabs the same while changing. Yeah. You can hear a real big change in what's going on now with this section right here. It's not necessarily a good thing, but you can hear the change.